Governor, your campaign ran a highly controversial ad against Christie, in which you used the phrase Chris Christie threw his weight around. We asked him about that because it did generate a lot of buzz. Here's what he told us last week.
I'll let all of your audience in on a little secret, Wolf. I'm overweight, and I've struggled with my weight for the last 30 years on and off. And that's the way it is. And so I think there's a lot of people out in New Jersey who have the same kind of struggles. And I think that kind of stuff is just beneath the office the governor holds. And the worst part of it is that he won't even admit that's what he's doing. You all just saw the ad. It's obvious what they're trying to do. But when confronted about it, the governor denies it and says that there's nothing meant by those ads.
All right. You want to respond to what he just said?
Sure. I'm going to say the same thing I've said in each of the debates we've had. I don't give a hoot about his weight. What I do care about and what that ad was about, how many people, Wolf, do you know that drive the wrong way down a one-way street, hit somebody on a motorcycle, that person ends up in the hospital for 5 or 6 days, and walk away without a ticket? How many people can abuse their power, abuse their office by flashing their credentials, throw their weight around, however you want to say it? How many people do you know that are watching this could drive down a one-way street? And if that were the only example, then maybe that would be an overstep. But, you know, it didn't pay his taxes on a loan that he gave, didn't report it on his disclosure forms, claims that no-bid contracts are the source of all problems of the state of New Jersey, then gives out multi-million-dollar no-bid contracts to his buddies like John Ashcroft and other folks, and then has the willingness to go in front of the public and say, well, I'm going to be a different kind of guy than what we know is a basic problem with a lot of office holders in New Jersey, is that they abuse the power of their office.
If you had to do it over again, would you have used a different phrase than throw his weight around to make the same point?
As opposed to having that discussion divert away from the abuse of power in that office. I think that's probably a good idea.
Governor Corzine, we'll stay in touch. Thanks very much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.